Sometimes I get these obsessive ideas of change, like I want to change something drastically, and when I do, I kind of have to go through with it to like get peace of mind. This happened the other day, and it really is quite the change, like style-wise. As you might know from my videos, I've been into fashion and worked on my personal style for years now, and lately I've been very content with my wardrobe and my style, even though I have definitely like bought new stuff. I've been very content, you know what I mean? And that might get a bit boring. And then there's this obsessive thought of change that I mentioned. I feel like I may have gone a bit too far with my style. Like it's a bit, I wouldn't call it extreme, but it doesn't, like people sometimes tell me when they meet me in person, they're like, I thought you would be different based on how you dress. And I want to fine tune that a bit. So, and I will show you in a second what I mean. But in this video, I'll take you through my thought process when sort of changing up my style a bit. Because I know that a lot of people sometimes also get these obsessive thoughts of change, and hopefully this might help some people. It will probably take some time, so this is part 1 of what probably will be a 2 or 3 part series, but we'll see. And like I said, I hope this video helps, especially people who might not have been into fashion for that long, understand that even us who have sometimes get these thoughts of change, and sometimes we even want to evolve stuff too, or devolve if you will, which is sort of my case. But let's go to the desk and I'll explain the change I actually want to make. So I talk all about effortlessness, keeping things simple, stuff like that, right? Well, a lot of my more recent outfits, both in videos, fit pics, and daily life, they're just very much out there, which is fine, but I have always romanticized keeping things more effortless, more cool, just a bit low-key, but just stylish, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but like just, you know the Italian word that's been like flowing around, like sprezzatura? I romanticize that, but just in an avant-garde way. Like still dark, but just softer, if that makes sense. Now I don't want to change my style into something that is way too, let's call it Instagram friendly or like too trendy, no offense. But I do feel like I have very much my own unique personal visual language already, both in my style and my designs and everything. And I want to keep the essence of that. It's just about refining it, like finding that perfect uniform or capsule wardrobe for me of just a few solid pieces that I wear just on a daily basis, you know, like a rotation, if you will, but a small rotation. I just want to wear the perfect like loose-fitting jeans or trousers, a sleek pair of boots, but still a bit rough, perfect t-shirt or tank top, and then like either a blazer or like a slimmer fitting leather jacket, something a bit more minimal, but still very stylish, or something that fits a bit more ceremonial almost. Nothing too over the top, a bit more mature than what I wear right now, like stay all the way away from street styling, and yeah, just more elegant. This for sure includes buying new stuff, and to buy new stuff, if you don't want to spend too much money, you have to get rid of stuff. So let me show you what I'll get rid of. First off, we have my newly acquired absolute grails, the Rick Owens flared bowgun boots in a size 44. It is absolutely insane to let these go, but I do feel like they're doing too much for the direction that I want my style to go in. And if they're actually able to sell for the price that I kind of have to get for them to even want to sell them, they will free up a lot of money, which goes a long way. Sad to see them go, but if they do go, it'll be for a good cause. But definitely a bit on the fence about these. I'm only going through a handful of pieces, as the rest of my stuff that I'll be selling, I'll sell at the studio that I'm starting with some other creatives, which is why I'm only showing you almost Rick and just some other stuff. But the Rick Owens Boland's Banana Cut jeans, Fall Winter 23 in the heavy twill, probably the best iteration there has ever been of the Boland's Banana Cuts. But again, they're doing too much for my preferred style. Like the hardware, the fit, it is all absolutely insane. Like, it's not lost on me how great these pieces are. It's just, they don't fit the style that I want to move towards. So again, it will be sad to see these go, but they will free up a lot of both space in my closet, but also like money to buy new stuff. Like for example, the tailored Bellas that I showed you. These I'm very sure that I'll let go. Then we have the Rick Owens outer shirt from Luxor, Fall Winter 23. Same collection as the pants, same fabric, the heavy twill, so it's almost a set actually. This one is just too huge. Like, I want sleeker jackets, like I want stuff that fits me flattering, or is flattering to my body, if that makes sense. And this one, even though again, insane jacket with the back strap, the fabric, the quality and everything, it just doesn't fit that sort of frame that I've made for the style. And yeah, insane piece, but it'll go. Then my absolutely beloved Rick Owens Cyclops boots. I never thought I would let these go, but they're just a bit too chunky for what I want. Like now I want something a bit sleeker, something a bit more timeless. Like these are sick, but they're not timeless in the same way that, for example, a pair of CCP Tornado boots are, or Guidi, any Guidis for that matter. I might have to keep one of the boots just for those days that I might need a pair of chunky boots. I am definitely keeping the bunny boots though. But yeah, like if I sell everything apart from the flare bowguns, I might keep the flare bowguns then. But these are size 43, still a lot of life left in them. And yeah, great pair, but they'll go. Then the only non-Rick item that I'll show you right now, these are a pair of Yoji Yamamoto pants, trousers, pair of trousers. They fit absolutely huge, a bit cropped, so these would like any pair of derbies or loafers, tabby boots, anything like that goes insanely hard. Not too sad to see these go actually, even though they are absolutely sick. Then the piece that I am most on the fence about. This is a Rick Owens Molino jacket from the early 2000s or 2011. I've yet to actually find out exactly when it's from, because different sources say different stuff, but it's absolutely insane. I might have to keep this one, because this definitely works with, for example, my Dirt Coopers, they work with the Bellas. So if I get a good offer on this one, I might let it go, but if I don't, I'm not really too sad to see this stay in my wardrobe. A lot of people actually ask about this one, so I don't think it'll be too hard to sell, but it's an absolutely insane piece. And like I said, a ton of more stuff will be sold at the studio that we're opening, so if you're located in Norway, you'll find information about that once it's ready to open. But if any of these pieces interest you, hit me up on Instagram. I'll get you a good price, like a fair price, and let's move on. Now let's get into the pieces that I'll actually be looking to acquire. The fun part, if you will. I don't necessarily need a ton of new stuff, because like you'll see later on, I do have some stuff that works with this style already, but I have some specifics. I also have some general genres of style, if you will, or clothes, but let's get into it. First off, these beautiful tailored Geth trousers from Rick Owens. They're in a twill cotton. I may have already ordered them. They might show up at my door tomorrow, who knows? Absolutely gorgeous. They fit the style perfectly. And such a staple. And I'll for sure need one more footwear choice, either a pair of boots or a perfect derby shoe. I think boots, and I'm looking into Guidis or CCPs, like either the Tornado boots or the Guidi 988, or I might just get the PL2s. We'll see, but definitely need something. For t-shirts, I'll need a Rick Owens short level tee. I have the long one already, might just crop that, we'll see. But I will for sure need a short level tee. Like they fit absolutely perfectly, almost like a baby tee, very minimal, but still something about them due to the seam, and that'll for sure be a staple. I also feel like I need a vintage distressed crew neck, not too distressed, more faded than distressed probably. Surprisingly enough, I don't have that already, but I'll be looking into getting that from probably Unsound Rags. They have tons of choices. Then for jackets, I don't want to plan too far ahead, but I do know that I want something timeless and very refined, so think fencing jackets, slimmer leather jackets, perfect double-breasted blazers, stuff like that. And on the topic of blazers, I'll get into more tailoring. Definitely looking to get a 90s black Armani suit, double-breasted, slouchy, oversized, flowy, absolute perfection when you need a suit. And generally, I don't want to plan too far ahead apart from what I've already told you, because I do want it to happen organically. But yeah, just more refined, elegant, timeless, mature. Those are the keywords. But let me show you actual examples of the style that I am going for, because I already have pieces that can show this off. So let's get back to the corner. First, we have this outfit. Like you can see, it's much more minimal, it's much more sleek. I feel like I could wear this at age 60 and it'll be okay. We're wearing the Last Conspiracy shoulder boots, Acne Studios Spring Summer 19 wrap trousers, Rick Owens level tee, the long one, I'd rather have the short one, the Somar Ives jacket, and then finally the Chimi 04 sunglasses. Again, I feel like this is just so much more mature, refined, sexy, if you will. Like it's very low key, but it still definitely has some if you know pieces. Some details that just sort of show you that I'm doing more than you think. Like for example, the wallet chain, the level tee, like everything is understated, which I love. Now let me show you another fit so you understand very much what I'm talking about. You see what I mean now? Like this just, to me at least, screams effortlessly cool. It doesn't do too much, low-key. I'm wearing the Margiela Tabby babouches, Rick Owens Dirt Coopers with the wallet chain, a vintage silk and cotton mix knit rib knit. The same Chimio Force. Everything is all black, everything is casual, but it's still doing a lot. Like doing a lot with very little, keeping a simple and nice silhouette. That's what it's all about, I think. And yeah, I just want to dress more like this. When I get the new pieces in, it'll be even sicker. But I think that covers episode 1. The next part will be the fun part when we get new pieces in and I've hopefully sold some of the pieces that I just showed you. Never know when that's gonna be, but there will be a part 2. So if you do want that, follow along, subscribe, check out my Instagram because I'll definitely keep people updated there. And yeah, have a great rest of the day and thanks for watching.